Hello friends, this is Vikram. Today I am going to tell how we can install Apache Hive 3.12 version on Ubuntu, and I will try to configure MySQL as the meta store into the Hive. So let's get started. First of all, we need to download the Hive from the apache.org/hive, and then we will be able to get a one tarball files like over here. It will be downloaded. So what you can do, you can just extract it and try to rename, because the name will be bigger. So I have renamed this like this, Hive 3.12. What will be the next step? The very first next step is that you need to open the bash shell of your Ubuntu. So how you can open bash shell? So you can open the bash shell with the help of sudo permission. Then you can make use of any of the editor. I am preferring always the gedit. You can use vi, nano, or anything, whatever you wish. And just go to the bash shell of your Ubuntu machine. What you need to do, you need to scroll to the down, and you need to do the setup for the Hive. So for me, I require to set the Hive home and Hive path. This Hive home is nothing but the location where the Hive is present into my machine. So in my machine it is present under home, software, and then Hive 3.12 version. So the same thing I did over here. So this is the location, home, it is software, Hive, and you need to set the path. So path will be like Hive home/bin. If Hadoop user cluster class path first is already configured into your Hadoop section, you can leave it. Otherwise, you can just put this line over here. Once you just give the Hive setups over here, you can save it. After saving it, you need to close this one. Once you close that one, what the next thing you have to do for working with the Hive? So go to the Hive directory where Hive is present, just open it, and here you have to do certain changes over here. So what the changes? First of all, in the conf directory, you need to go over here in the conf directory, and here you need to make the changes into two files. One file, hive env.sh, that is the environment variable for the Hive. This file will be already present, and second file, that is the hive site.xml. So initially there will be no such file. So what you can do, you have to create this hive-site.xml, either copying from this template or any other XML files, or you can simply create the hive-site.xml file from the text editor blank, and you need to do the setup some property over there. So let me open this one, hive env.sh, and will tell what are the things you need to do over here. You can see hive env.sh is open, and in this one you need to do the two changes. First, here it will ask you the Hadoop location of your machine, where Hadoop is running. So you need to give the Hadoop location. In my case, this is the location, home, data edge, softwares, and Hadoop 3.2.1 is the location. So I have given this location. You just do these changes according to your Hadoop machine, where Hadoop is installed, give your location. Second thing, it will ask for the Hadoop conf dir. Initially, see, these fields environment variable is commented one, so I didn't delete it and change the value over here. So instead of that, I created again the new Hive conf environment variable, and then I need to set up the Hive location of the till the configuration of the things. So in my case, if you look over here, Hive, it is present into home, data is software, Hive, and here this is the configuration folder. So the same location I need to provide over here. So I have given this one. Just save this one. Okay. Once you save that one, you need to do some other configuration setups whenever you are going to work with the MySQL. So you need to create, as I mentioned, you need to create this hive site.xml, and here you need to do some of the setups properties. So these are the property I'll tell you. what are the required property over here and how you can be able to create it. Or I will give you the link in my description of this video where this hivesite.xml file and hive.env.sh will be present. If you are using the same version of the Hive, you can directly copy paste and replace it into your machine. So here it is asking for the first property, that is the connection URL, where this Hive is going to get connected. By default, Hive will make use of the Derby database. Okay, but here we are going to change MySQL database to store the meta store. Okay, so this is the connection URL for connecting with the MySQL, and it is running into my local machine. So it is showing the local host. Maybe it will be sometimes if it is running into other machines, some IP or the server. So you need to provide the IP address of that server over here. Then this is the connection driver name. Initially, there was a driver like com.mysql.jdbc.driver. This CJ was not present. But whenever you are working with the latest version of the MySQL, and it will require this CJ version of the driver. Then it will ask here the JDO username, connection username, and connection password. So what actually this username and what actually this password is? So this username and user password you have to create while installing the MySQL, after installing the MySQL into your machine. If you don't know how to install the MySQL latest version on Ubuntu, I have created the video for the same. You can just follow my channel and you will be able to get it over there. So I'll show you over here. In my case, MySQL is already installed, and this is how MySQL is installed into over here. So the very first command, show databases. If you are able to successfully install MySQL into your machine, and then you can be able to execute this one. So for installation of the MySQL, watch my previous video. I am not going to cover that installation over here. After installation, what you need to do, that I am going to tell you over here. So once you launch this MySQL with the given username and password, what you have to do, you have to create user over there. So what will be the user and how you are going to create that user? So that user can be created from the MySQL prompt. As you can see these commands, this is the create user, the name of the user. Okay, you can give any name according to your choice. I have given simply the username as the Hive user. Same I will make use into my machine to over here. You can see this is the connection username. I have given the Hive user, and same Hive user I have created over here with identified with one password. So this is my top priority level password, which includes small case, capital, and letters along with the special character. So by this command, you can be able to create the user into MySQL. Now, Hive will connect to MySQL with this username and password only if you are going to configure over here. This is the username and password. Next thing, what you have to do, after creation of the user, you need to grant all the permission privilege to this Hive user by the particular password. So maybe it can be able to directly communicate with the local host, or if you are sometimes if you are providing the password of the local host IP address like 127.0.0.1. So in that case also it can be able to connect. Okay, so these are the three different way to provide the privilege to this Hive user by the particular password. Once you executed this command, what you have to do, you have to execute this command plus privilege. After this, your Hive setup is done, and this is the file which you will be able to download it from my Google Drive link. I'll share the link over there. Once it is successfully configured, what you have to do and what things you have to take care now. You just restart your Hadoop and just check whether all the things is running properly or not. So these are the demands. If you are going to work with the connection from the Hadoop and Hive as well, then you have to start it first. Okay, and one more thing, in case of the Hadoop means Hive installations, if you have to go to Hive, directory, go to this lib directory, and you need to paste the MySQL connector jar from the Java. So this is the jar, MySQL connector Java 8.0.15 version. This is the latest version. This jar you need to download it from the Google. Simply in Google you just type this one, from any link whatever you are getting you can download it, okay, and just put that file over here into the MySQL jar, into this Hive lib location, this folder. Otherwise your Hive will be not able to communicate with the MySQL. Once it is done, what you have to do, you have to type the command Hive from your command prompt. So most of the cases Hive will start automatically by typing this command, but as we are working with the latest version of the Hive on the Hadoop is also 3.21 version is configured in my machine. So initialization of the Hive will give you the error like this one. As you can see here, Hive cell you will be able to get it out, but there is a chances that you are getting the some kind of the errors, and you will, when you are executing these show tables or describe show databases command on this Hive cell, you will get a particular and the most common error like this one, failed Hive exception, and this is due to the Hive meta store client. Means in your machine Hive meta store is not started. This is the error. So how you can resolve this one? So as you can see, this is the command to start the Hive meta store, and what are the things you need to take care for that starting. So I will tell you all the things over here. So these are the different errors I was facing. What you have to do, you have to go to this Hive location where the Hive is present into your machine, and from that you need to execute this command, schema tool hyphen db type. Then we are using MySQL, so we have to give over here the MySQL, then space hyphen init schema. It is nothing but it is simply going to initialize the schema for the MySQL. It will take couple of the minutes. As you can see here, lot of the process happen, and after that it will not happen anything, and it will wait for some times, and after waiting for a particular time it will give you the message like that, schema tool completed. It means now your Hive is ready to communicate with the MySQL database as a meta store. So how we can verify that one? So let's get verified. We will open Hive cell again. Like as we know, we have to execute this Hive command. You can execute it from the bin of the Hive, or you can directly type Hive on the home console only. You will be redirected, and here you will get the Hive cell. As you can see over here, I am getting this Hive cell, and in this Hive cell, whenever I am executing show tables, now it is not giving me that particular error what I was getting the meta cell earlier. It is saying okay. It means Hive is started properly. And if you look over here, this is the meta store db which is Hive has created. Okay, we'll see that after execution of some of the commands from this Hive cell. Now what we will do, we will try to create some of the table into Hive, and we'll see whether these tables information is getting stored into the MySQL or not. That we are going to verify now. Okay, so you can create any kind of the tables according to your choice. There is no issue in that one. So I have created this table. If you look over here, create table, and table name I have given as the input data. In this, some of the columns is specified, and then row format delimited, fields format delimited by tab, and stored as a simple text file. This is the syntax, normal syntax to create table into the Hive. Correct? Once it is table is created, you can see this message. You can see the description of the input table also. This is the descriptions for the particular columns. Okay, now what you have to do, how you can verify whether the table is created and meta store is stored into the MySQL or not. How you can be able to verify? Before verify, what I did, I have created one more table. As you can see over here, the smaller table. create table product, which is having only 2 and 3 fields, product ID, name and price, with row formatted, delimited and field formatted by comma. This is the simple table you can create over here, and see the table is created also. Now how we can be able to judge whether these tables are getting created into the MySQL database meta stored or not. So just open the MySQL prompt now. Okay, I think this is the MySQL. What do you have to do? So databases, the first command. Okay, and here this is the meta store. What is this? So this is the name of the meta store which we have given into this hive site.xml. You can see over here, this is the meta store name what I have given. Suppose whenever it is already present, then you cannot give this command create database if not exist. You can directly give the create a database, that will also work. So my all the hive related information will be stored over here in the meta store. So let's make use of this meta store database now. Okay, so you switch to that database. Here I will execute the command sort tables, and it will list all the predefined tables what is related to the MySQL over here in the particular hive meta store. Now how we can verify the tables which we have created from the hive? How to verify this product table or the input data tables? Input table, this was the one table, and the product is another table. How we can verify that one? So we need to go to a particular table over here, and where we can go? This is the tables we have to make use. Okay, so how we can make use of that one? So we'll create this one, TBLS, use TBLS. Okay, oh sorry, it is not the database. Okay, then what we have to do? How we can be able to make use of that? So we need to execute this command, select a star from the tables. This is the one of the particular directory which consists of all the different tables which is created by the hive meta store. So if you execute this command, it will list you the particular number of the tables what you have created from the hive shell. You can see input table is the one table, and this is the product is the another table which is created by me from this hive shell. It means MySQL is successfully communicated by hive, and their meta store information is holding all my table created. Okay, these are the managed tables, means internal tables, not the external tables. So this is how we can be able to see whether the MySQL is configured as the meta store into the hive or not. This is how we can be able to verify. So thanks for watching this video. If you want further more informations about any kind of the video which is related to the Hive, big data, Python and Spark, just subscribe my channel. You will be able to get more videos related to that. If you have any doubt, just drop a comment on below this video. I will be able to solve it.